Kang to Park. Kim wants it back and she gets it. Dumps it back into Park. Exceptional vision. And China scramble for the rebound. Lee to Mong Lee. Just trying to scoop it in, but Park was there with her. Kim now. Hasn't got much ahead of her, so she just has to stop. And eventually finds a way in herself. Timeout called.
Asking people to make shots that they're not primary options. They've got to get something going here.
And that's exactly what they needed from Jin. Mong Lee to Pan. Han for three. That's much needed for China. It's now back-to-back threes within a point of Korea. Park gets a bucket of her own. Pulls up. Can't knock it down. But Ahn, the smallest player out there, snaps it back out to Kang for three. Great basketball in front of your eyes in the Women's Asia Cup. Oh, Mong Lee, the backwards pass to Han.
She has that little bit extra that not every player has. The ability to create for herself and her teammates.
Kim now. Oh, she's just full of class. Han. Quick release. Quick basket. To Kim. Here's Jisoo Park. Going to work on Shu Han and getting through the defense. Here's the basket from Jisoo Park. Spinning around Shu Han. I bet you she hasn't done to her that much. Jin nearly loses it and does lose it in the end. Lee picked it up out of nowhere. Popped up the shot and got it to go. Mong Lee gets that taken off her as well. It's electric pace as Park stops and props, kicks it out to Kang for three. Oh, that is sweet from Lee-Sul Kang.
Before the block, the defense she played to give herself the chance to block was exceptional. But Korea asking.
Kang again. That one just rolls out. Lee to Young. They still want to move quickly. Shuhan, that's a good settler. Big three-pointer before the break. Doesn't have the same result this time. Lee to Mong Lee to Won Lee to Mong Lee. Oh my goodness! Let's see if China can capitalize on another chance here. Mong Lee for three. That is sweet! She nearly made the most of it, but they get another opportunity. Kang to Ahn. Goes underneath, but Shuhan, of course she's there.
There defensively, because Jisoo Park came to the side. She thought normally Jisoo Park some minutes.
And that might work. Ahn's got no one ahead of her. Waits for Kang. Oh, that is sweet from Lee-Sul Kang.
It's a great touch. Kim
wants Park to go. Instead, Kim goes on her own, and that's a great finish from Dumbik Kim. She wants some company. Oh, through the legs to Park. Kang. She's hit a couple of threes already this time. The two is good as well. Can Gao change that? Still, Zhang, good hands. Oh, but even better hands there from Lee. And a great transition basket for Korea. It's been a fantastic display of hoops here. Zhang, Han with the outstretched arms. Thought about the three and went inboard instead. That one just falls out. Young has got Zhang ahead of her instead. Dumps it into Wang for the one.
Into the man-to-man.
Jisoo Park back on the floor. That's a big in. Out of the timeout. Ji-Yoon Park shows what she can do. China down by 8. Young, Han. once again. She'll have to add some extra minutes to her usual output with Wang in foul trouble. Shuhan again, in it goes!
Oh, that's just
hedging out for the rebound. Park there again, and China somehow escape. Li Wei-young at the other end brings the house down! What do Korea have left? Jisoo Park, it's in the right hands, puts up a two! And drops it right on the buzzer! Didn't pay off. Wan Lee. Shuhan! Good start for China. Han wanted Mong Lee, instead got Yuan Lee. Shot clock down to 4. And Lee, as sweet as ever, knocks it down. And that shot's missing. Wan Lee puts the Jets on. Oh, how did she do that? Can't wait to see that on replay as Kang fights with Young and then pulls up for a 2. She's been rock solid all game, Lee Soo-kang. Lee, what can she do this time? Gives it off to Zhang. Now Han driving in, the mismatch works in her favor. Han, can she hit a 3? Not quite. Park gets moving to Lee. Oh, that is fantastic ball movement by Korea. What can Mong Lee do with it for China? Pulls up over the head of Lee. My goodness. Loses it. And Zhang hands it off to Mong Lee. To Yuan Lee. Jin wasn't quite expecting it. Hard was. There you go. It could have been a very serious injury, but here she is on cue. Up against Shuhan. Backs out of it. Lee. She wants a piece of Shuhan and gets it.
But that's the part, she's going to make one in a minute after I'm going to say this, but that's the part of the game that will go. Her legs will just go in terms of her field goal percentages.
Lee's got all the legs in the world. It's back with her now, though. Jisoo Park backing down on Shuhan. And the end one! My goodness! Gets Jin back. Gao. Lee, haven't called her name in a while. Oh, good pass to Han! Count that! Haven't seen Dumby Kim in a while. An Jin on for her first minutes, guarding Jin from China. Mong Lee now. Rattles it home. Gets Heyran Lee, just rises above. Mong Lee's there for the boards. They've got 17 seconds to work with to try and level it. Instead, they go within a point, thanks to Gao.
Trying to get that, we haven't won a tournament for 12 years off their back.
Here's Lee with the first shot at the first bucket. Looking for some space, can't find it. Instead finds Zhang. That's a great feed. So she goes herself, but don't do that against Han. Number 1 rule, Mong Lee. Hurts! That hurts! But it's so good for China. What a game we have on our hands. Dumby Kim needs this bucket, gets this bucket. Han thinks about the 3, gives it to Wan Lee instead, pulls up, knocks that one down as well. Back-to-back 3s for China. They've been huge from beyond the arc. Oh, and here we go again. Wan Lee with the steal, has Mong Lee. Happy to share it around. Here go Korea, off and running again. Oh, great transition basketball, Dumby Kim. Incredible scenes. Lee. Oh, she's been doing that all game. Korea back in the lead.
If you're Korea now, it has to be just one, no foul and 1 shot. You can't give them more than 1 shot.
There's the shot. Much to the delight of China and Ru Zhang.
That's a super move by Ru Zhang, really read the floor.
I think that's her first points of the game as well. What a way to insert yourself. Jisoo Park can insert herself in the biggest way possible. Lee to Mong Lee. Going to work on Heyran Lee. And now Han for an open three. That is good! And what a win it would be. Kim to Lee. They need buckets and they need them quickly, and Lee delivers! Zhang found some space. Han got it swatted away from her. Jin was there to help. Yuan Lee! Zhang again comes up, trumps with the boards.
Simply have to get a stop now. Simply have to get the stop.
5 on the shot clock. Lee doesn't bake it home. And Korea get the possession. 23. This is it for Korea. They need to go. They need to go now. Lee has been great all game. And breaks it in. Scores level.
Wow.
They can win it. Or we go into overtime. Wan Lee couldn't get the shot up. Korea swatted away. We're going into overtime. 5 more minutes, or perhaps even more, the way this game's going. Danbi Kim's been immense, and she gets the first bucket in overtime for Korea. Ru Zhang also been immense. Wan Lee, you could say the same for every player out there right now. Mong Lee finds a way through. Dumps it into Han. It's been a great battle with Park. Zhang's there to help out. Han pops it in. Lee has come up huge in these last moments of the game. Dumps it into Park. What a great find and what a great finish.
If they get the right shot.
Wan Lee goes for it. Gets it! China home! Down by 5 points. Kim's on 4 fouls. She's been immense all game. Jisoo Park! Jisoo Park! 83-78 now. Time running out for Korea. Kang has lit it up all game from 3-point range. Not this time though. China back at it again. Han for a 30-piece. You betcha! My word. Park has to hit this. Just has to. It does. They have to force a stop and they have to do it quickly. Mong Lee wants to go on her own. Can't back it in. Han spins, scores! And Korea just must fire. Park, that's not going to cut it. Mong Lee has to get around a few. Gives it to Wan Lee. They're now allowed to hold it. What a win for China!